and welcome to Lyrics That Do the Talking with your host, Ryan Kelly Berkowitz. It's another sad song this episode. I promise I will do a happy song, but I wanted to start the shows off strong with some rock'em sock'em ones that are very close to my soul. I always thought that this was a World War II song, but it's not. It was written in 1938 and quickly inserted into a Broadway show called Walk This Way. Of course, I'm referring to I'll Be Seeing You. I also thought the Paris lyric had something to do with war times, but it doesn't. The character in the show is singing from a Paris cafe. You learn something new about songs that have been living with you for such a long time. This song has been following me around my whole life. It's a tune that's very close to my family, my great aunt, my great uncle, my other great aunt that passed away. It's everyone's song. Everyone claims the song as their own. I remember singing it in a memorial to a wonderful teacher at college. I did a show called My Way, which is a Sinatra tribute show, and the encore of the show, I did the show 3 times. The encore of the show is I'll Be Seeing You, and we did this beautiful, tight harmony. I'm always on the baritone harmony, but it doesn't leave you. It's nice to be on the harmony. When you have a lower voice, they throw you the harmony. And hopefully you have a good ear, they throw you the harmony. And I also put this song in a few shows, but after a while, I really will only do this tune on a gig if it's absolutely requested with much gusto, because it is extremely difficult for me to get through the tune without sobbing. I put it on my second album called Don't I Know You, Mister, and the take was good. It was technically sound vocally, but I really didn't let myself go there motion-wise because I just didn't think I never thought I'd get out of the vocal booth, which is a bad decision to make. If I could back and do it again, I would have done another take, and maybe I would have opted for some cracking and some crying that was a little bit more real rather than the technical take that we used. So this song was written by Irving Fain and Sammy Cahal. Just make sure I got those names right. I don't often say those 2 writers' names. Let me make sure. No, Sammy Fain and Irving Cahal. Here I am lecturing people about know your composers' names, know your composers' names. I'm doing a show called Lyrics That Do the Talking, and I switch the names around. The song reached #1 in 1944, a month after D-Day. So that, I believe, is why the song has such a strong association with World War II. That and the fact that you're saying goodbye to somebody, and you never know if you're going to see them again. There's a lot of World War II songs. For All We Know, You Belong to Me. But for some reason, this song just, Where or When, this is the song, though, that tears me up inside. So I like to read the lyric, not because I don't have it memorized, just because I don't want to get anything wrong. With the lesser sung intro. Cathedral bells were tolling. Oh, no, I want to go through I set the precedent in the first episode to go through the lyrics that stick out to me. The first line, I'll be seeing you, in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. And the last line, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Okay, so read through of the lyric. Cathedral bells were tolling, and our hearts sang on? Was it the spell of Paris or the April dawn? Who knows when we shall meet again? But when the morning chimes ring sweet again, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Okay, line by line, stanza by stanza. The intro. Cathedral bells were tolling, and our hearts sang on. Lovely image. Whatever that brings up for you, if that brings up the Hunchback of Notre Dame or a specific cathedral. Huge bells, little bells, chirpy, sweet bells, out of tune, college bells. They were tolling and our hearts sang on, singing the same song as the bells, or maybe your own song. Was it the spell of Paris or the April dawn? And now I know the character in the song is singing from a Paris cafe. But Paris is such a strong city to cite. You know, there's songs that take place in New York, Autumn in New York, April in Paris, Moonlight in Vermont. Wonderful to throw light on such a romantic city. Right away, probably going to be a song about romance. Was it the spell of Paris or the April dawn? So something mysterious is going on. Paris, if those of you who've been there, I was there when I was much younger. It's almost not real because of the art and the architecture and the lovers, and I mean the set for so many, you know, films, and just conjures up this very strong, dreamy, like almost like a gauzy, like you think of like Paper Moon. And the April dawn. At dawn, things are not quite in focus. Things might be a little misty, again, a little dreamy. Did these people just wake up, you know, from bed, from making love, or from holding each other? Did they hold each other as long as they could that morning? If they are lovers, could just be a friend, but to me this is very, very romantic. So is it the spell of Paris or the April dawn? Who knows if we shall meet again? That's a big one. You're saying goodbye, and you're not breaking up because of anything that happened to one of you. This is sort of feels like it's very out of your control. Feels like this is an outside force making you part. Who knows if we shall meet again? But when the morning chimes ring sweet again, and nice that they don't say cathedral bells again. They use a different lovely, chimey, ethereal, thing that makes a sound. That's smart writing, not lazy. And nice that the rhyme word at the end of the stanza isn't the last word. It's the rhyme word, and then they repeat the word, meet again, sweet again. And the rhyme word in the first two lines is on and dawn, which I never really choose to rhyme because I think I pronounce it wrong. Being my whole family's from Brooklyn, I more say dawn and on. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. We went everywhere together. We were everywhere together. It sounds like they were inseparable. That this heart of mine embraces all day through. I would never write places to rhyme with embraces, because now it's a very tired rhyme. Then 1938, not so much. Very fresh, very new. And I would immediately associate it with this song. I said, I can't put that down because it's I'll Be Seeing You. But it's so brilliant in this song because 1938, not much was written yet, in terms of popular music. In that small cafe, the park across the way. Nice choice to rhyme a two-syllable word with a one-syllable word. Very sweet. And they're using images, but they're using specific images of places, but they're not places that are so specific that everyone can't relate to it. So as I said before, specific universality. So everyone can relate to a small cafe and a park. You have a park that you went to. You have a park in your neighborhood. You're gonna think about that park, even though they're talking about things that are in Paris. You're going to associate with where you live, or when you said goodbye to someone that it was out of your control when you were younger, or however old you were, when you had to part with someone and there were outside forces just taking this person away from you. The children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. A lot of chestnuts come up in songs from Paris. April in Paris, chestnuts in blossom. There must be, I don't remember, but there must be a plethora of chestnut trees all around town. Again, I would never rhyme carousel and wishing well because my head goes right back to the song. The song is embossed in my writer's heart. But in 38, this was not tired. This was not lazy. It's beautiful. The children's carousel, I immediately think of the carousel in Point Pleasant in New Jersey. That's my image. That's what I go to with the horses up and down, and the music that sort of sounds worn out like a Doppler effect. It's very, very charming. The chestnut trees, the wishing well. And wishing well could be wishing you well, like the wishing well, or the actual wishing well that you throw money into. Beautiful. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. It's funny because this song is so laden and heavy and weighty to me, in my heart. But really, the writers gave it a breath, they gave it a lift, they took the air out of the tires, and they're trying to associate this person with wonderful airy things. So it's not so impossible to sing. Imagine if the lyrics were really sad. I mean, it's really not. It's a lovely, light, airy lyric that I'm actually imposing sadness on. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. Triple rhyme. I'll always think of you that way. This person will always be young. This person will always be lovely and wonderful and of the summer. If they don't meet, this person will never grow old for the singer, for the whoever point of view is singing the song. I'll find you in the morning sun, so I'll find you at the top of the morning. I'll find you just like today, how we said goodbye in the dawn. And when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. So I'm haunted by you, even though I'm making it light, even though I'm associating you with summer and the picnic and the children and the carousel and the cafe and the, you know, all the lovely things, all the green things. You are never not with me. You're haunting me. You're like, you know, in my head, it's like it's a ghost rattling chains. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's out of their control. This person that's going away, and the person that is left in Paris is left with everything. It's easier for the person who leaves. You know, the person that stays behind has to see the chestnut trees and the wishing well and the carousel and the park and the cafe. Has to see everything. Has to relive everything without this person. And eventually, you know, he or she will make new memories, whoever is singing the song, out of context or in the show. I think it's a woman. But there will always be, you know, that first association. Another song, Sometimes a Day Goes By When I Don't Think of Him. It's another great song about how you just can't stop thinking about the person, and this person, everywhere they go, is reminding them of the person that left. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Again, everywhere you go, and every time of day and night, this person is haunted by this wonderful soul that was taken away from them, quite not in their control. Very Romeo and Juliet. You have that feeling that you're just, in my head, they're never going to see each other again. It's a more powerful choice. You don't play the ending at the beginning or in the middle, like you make it seem like it might be, but that's a rough choice. And then they go to the release again. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, and you have to sing it differently the second time. In everything that's light and gay, I'll always think of you that way. That beautiful triple rhyme. I'll find you in the morning sun at the top of the day, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, symbol of night and romance, and I might be on a date with somebody else. I might be, you know, celebrating something with something else, but I will always be seeing you. All right, so top to toe after analyzing. See if anything else comes up in me other than the sad associations that I have with this. I promise I'll do a happy, peppy song next time. Cathedral bells were tolling, and our hearts sang on. Was it the spell of Paris or the April dawn? Who knows when we shall meet again? But when the morning chimes ring sweet again, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well, I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun. And when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Thank you so much for joining me for the second episode of Lyrics That Do the Talking with your host, Ryan Kelly Berkowitz. I will do my best to pick a happy song next time. Until then, I'll be seeing you.